what does this drilling, this whole stirring business, what does that do, Ernie? What is it?
It's mixing these additives in. It's giving it a good mixture, right? So it
Right.
Separates properly and helps it clear properly
Right,
and whatnot
okay.
like that. So this wine here is like I said, it's a white Zinfandel. Or no, maybe it's a fruit wine. No, it's a white Zinfandel. So it comes with a sweet reserve pack. Not all kits will have these. If they're not a sweet wine, it's not going to have a sweet wine pack to it. So this does. I'm going to put this in first, and then I'm going to add my ingredients. Sorry, not ingredients, additives. If it doesn't have a sweet reserve pack, then you wouldn't put it in.
Right.
So basically.
So this thing makes quite a rack, and it's a couple of minutes there.
A couple minutes, yeah. It'll get loud. And
yeah.
whatnot.
So
this is kind of the process. So I'll just put this on. Now, as we go along this, I know we won't videotape it all. Like I just kind of keep track of time by watching the clock, obviously, and you know I know my process of going back and forth and how it all works. So basically, just kind of I'll mix up. Just start it a little bit by itself, mix up the potassium and by itself. Pop open the sweet reserve pack. Fall off. I can tell by the sound. So I let that go for another 30 to 45 seconds. Then I'll start with my pipesol. Put the pipesol in. Let it go for about another minute and a half, minute and 45 seconds. Then I'll put my tryptophan in. Let it go for another 30 to 45 seconds. Then we degas it. So, that's mixed up quite a bit there. So I'll put my pipesol. This will be the final additive. Yep, that's tryptophan. So, like I said, a minute 45 seconds later. So again, to degas, to shoot that CO2 out of there so it doesn't pop in your bottle. We're just going backwards with it. Shoot it out. Obviously I keep it covered so it doesn't spill over. So that is the additive stage. And just put it back in the carboy.
Right.
So again, so it goes as soon as we make it, as soon as the customer sprinkles the yeast. I'll show you that there. It's quite foamy there, but you know, I'll let that subside a bit more.
Right.
But with the sweet reserve pack, that it adds to it, so it you get knowledge you want.
Right.
So yeah, right from the get, like I said, most kits, the main ones we sell are the 4-week, 28-day kits, but they go longer, 6 and 8 weeks. So the process that we do here, or that I do here at Global Wines, is the day that it's mixed, 10 days later, it'll stay in the primary fermenter for 10 days. Then I'll rack it, which means again transfer it into a carboy, leaves the sediment, get rid of the sediment. Put it back on the shelf, leave it for another 14 days. Then do this additive stage, which is what we did, just mixing the tryptophan, Kysosol and whatnot around. I'll leave it in this room. Again, this is my fermentation room. I have it, you know, 22, 23 degrees in here. I usually leave it in here for another day or so, and then I'll take it out into a colder room. You can take it right out to a colder room because everything will start to settle a little bit more and you know, drop to the bottom. But and for space saving, I just kind of leave it in here for another day or so. Yeah, so after 14 days it goes in here, and then about another 3 or 4 days I'll do filtering, which I'll show you in a second, and then a day or two later the customer or you are ready to come and bottle it and enjoy it. And as I said, the 10-week kits, they're more so for immediate consumption. They will gain some body and they'll age a little bit more, but when you get in the more ones with the juice and the grape skins and whatnot, you know, you can really appreciate those ones as time goes on and when they kind of come into their own. I use this as a multi-purpose room. I use it for my filtering room and I use it for my bottling, but obviously I'll show you the filtering process first. Well, I'm not going to show you. I just got it set up and whatnot. It's pretty basic.
Right, so this is from our carboy.
This is from the carboy. So this is, you know, 3 or 4 days after we just did the additive stage and after I leave it in this room to chill and let everything settle even a little bit more, I'll do the filtering. Buon Vino is the machine that we use for the filtering. If you're doing that at home, most brew on premises will rent it or sell the mini jet version, so you can do it at home. But as I said earlier, the customer who does it at home, again, if they have a lot of kits on the go and they have the privilege of time of letting them sit around, they won't filter them. You know, it's very common for people not to filter wine.
So you just let it sit in this stage, right?
It'll eventually clear and come into its own, right? You may want to do another rack, or you can bottle it. Just be careful of the sediment. So, you know, to each his own, however you want to do it. But again, here we filter our wine to polish it up and give it that nice looking. And I use just a 3-pad filter. There's 3-pad, 6-pad, 10-pad filters, but basically what it is we soak these, we put them in the machine, and it'll come out of one carboy, go through the system, go through the pads, and into another carboy. And then, like I said, I'm not going to show you that. I just kind of got it set up.
all good.
And then this is the finished product. So this will, you can see it's all nice and polished up. There's no sediment, different reds and whites and fruits here.
Absolutely good. Right.
So I'll let it sit. I'll try to let it sit for at least another couple of days. Again, depending on the kit. If it's a larger kit, we let it sit a bit longer. And then the customer comes back and does the bottling process. So, and this is the probably the best part, or the funnest part of the process for the customer, because you're getting your wine, you're picking it up, and the actual process, it's pretty fun. So my setup here, you know, my customers will come back. Like I said, they haven't, after they sprinkle the yeast, they go. I do everything else. So when they come back, basically the setup is here, and most commercial places, I'm presuming, would have a bottle washer of sorts. This is a 30 bottle washer. The customer will come in, put all their bottles in, cleans and sanitizes each individual bottle. Again, cleaning and sanitizing, I can't stress that enough. This is hooked up to some potassium metabisulfite as a sanitizer on the bottom, and in the heat and whatnot, it gives a good cleaning. So, customer starts that, takes about 7 or 8 minutes to run through. Their wine would be here. This is what they're getting. This is their 23 liters. This is their 30 bottles of 750 milliliters bottles that they're taking home. Hook it up to our machine, put the bottles under, hit start, just automatically fills it. Then we come over to our automatic corker hooked up to an air compressor, put the bottle in, put a cork in, close the door, it'll automatically cork it. So that's about it, guys. That's the process of a brew on premise, or my brew on premise here. And like I said, you can take advantage of doing it on a premise like this, or most places sell the equipment to do it, and they will give you the knowledge for free to do. But it's a simple process. So anyway, any questions, you can call me. I'm not giving you my number. You have to be creative and look it up, Global Wines. Or stop by your local brew on premise. I'm sure they'd be happy to answer any of your questions. But, you know, I'm passionate about wine, not only drinking it, but making it. Again, it's fun, it's inexpensive, and it's, you know, something to do with a loved one or yourself. Thanks, guys. See you now.